What's going on, guys? How you doing? So I'm back here with another video, and this time it's not gonna be a reaction. I'm gonna do these once a week. It's called the question video. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately because I put out that video, which I have almost 60,000 views on it. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll post it right here and probably right there. So I recently posted a video up of me freaking out about AJ Styles returning, and for me, it was a big moment because I love wrestling and I get excited. It goes through me like, I don't know. It's just like a drug to me. Just but like a good drug. It just makes me feel alive, and I just feel like everything's a special moment. No matter how bad it is or how good it is, I always feel it. Like it's always feeling me. Like people will never understand that, and it's hard to explain. But I thought maybe if I did a video about why wrestling is so special to me, maybe you guys will understand me better. Because I keep getting questions. Why are you so into wrestling? You're too old for this. Doesn't make any sense why you're into wrestling. You're a grown man. People don't know things. You don't know why people are into certain things. You know, and this is pretty much my story on why I'm really into wrestling. So, pretty much this started at a young age. Both my parents got divorced, so it was like maybe I can't remember what year it was, but I had started living with my grandparents, and it was new, and I was confused, and my mom was at school and going to work, and you know my dad was working, and I really didn't have too much family time, and I had to get readjusted to living with my grandparents. And it wasn't an easy transition from what I can remember, and you know I didn't have a lot of things in common with my grandparents. Don't let me get you wrong, guys. They're the greatest people in the world, and I'm happy that they raised me part of my life and made me to the man who I am today. But I started out watching wrestling because my grandfather every Monday night would sit down with me and make me watch wrestling with him. So it would be 7 o'clock. So let's say 7:30, and he would be make sure wrestling. He would make us sandwiches, me and my brother for watching, or just me and him would make me a sandwich. Um, we'll have a sandwich. We'll have caffeine-free Pepsi or Coke, whatever he got that week from the supermarket. What was cheaper, and so we would sit down and we would start watching Raw, which is on right behind me right now. And like just having that experience with him, just being able to share those moments with him, just watching wrestling, because he was just as into it as me, and just being able to talk and interact with an older person on the same level, talking back and forth, what do you think is going to happen? It was just crazy. I'm a young kid, and my grandfather is sitting there watching it with me and experiencing this magic with me. And it was just an incredible feeling because, Tuesday morning, we wake up, he'd drive me to school, and all we were talking about was wrestling. So our day, our day would consist of talking about wrestling, driving back to school. I would go back and talk to all my friends about wrestling, what happened that night, from Monday night. And then he would pick me up, and me and Grandpa, I would talk to Grandpa. I'd be like, hey, Grandpa, my friends were talking about it too, and this, that. And Grandpa would talk to me, and Grandpa would always play classical music, and he would always play it, no matter what. But when we were talking about wrestling, he would lower the volume, and we would talk. And, we just had that bond and connection from there on. And those nights were, like, incredible. And, I can never replace those. Those are like, cherished moments of my life, every Monday night watching with my grandfather. So, anyway, those nights would consist of pretty much, like I said, 7:30, get the sandwiches ready. 8 o'clock starts. We would watch the start of Raw, and then we would switch back, watch the start of WCW Monday Night Nitro. We would flip back and forth, and then I think by 10 o'clock we would determine which we were going to stay on, which was better. So I'm losing my voice, guys. What would be a better show that night? And you know, in the beginning, WCW was winning, and we were watching back and forth, and it was incredible. But WCW was winning because my grandfather loved the NWO. He loved Hulk Hogan, and he would always do this because that's what he thought Hulk Hogan did. I don't know, but you know, those moments with him were great because at 10 o'clock he would go like, okay, he would go get Breyer's vanilla ice cream, and we would both eat Breyer's vanilla ice cream and watch it. And then my little younger brother would be sleeping by then, and we would watch to the end. He would let me stay up until how late it was. It would be 11:10. Any other night, it doesn't matter what I was doing. If it was 11 o'clock, my butt better be in bed, or I was getting my butt whipped. Okay, but when wrestling was on, it was a different story, and it just was like, oh, boom, this is more important than life right now. So, unfortunately, we didn't really watch a lot of pay-per-views because we couldn't afford it at the time, or my grandfather was really cheap and didn't want to order it. But we would just watch those replays in the beginning, those stills. Like, oh my god, we missed all that. But sometimes I would go across the street and watch at my friend's house and get a record it, or my friend would record it, and I'll bring it to my grandfather. We would sit there and watch it on tape. That's how invested we were into it. And, you know, from that, I made a special bonding connection with my grandpa, and it's to this, you know, even when I moved back with my mom, and I would still call him every Monday night or next day, and we would talk about wrestling, and he would love talking about it. But you know, recently, unfortunately, you know, he's been going through a lot, and you know, he's, you know, not the same anymore because of medical issues, and you know, it's sad that I can't, you know, do that anymore with him. But you know, those moments that that bond I had with him is just never, nobody's ever gonna replace that. And you know, one day I wish I'll have that with my kid, and it's because of him. You know, he made it easier for me to transition to living with him, and you know, wrestling is very, very important to me in my life because of that, and nobody's ever gonna take that away from me. I don't care if I'm freaking 90 years old, I'm still gonna be watching wrestling because it's special to me. It's special. It's in my heart. And you know, even this episode right here, like, it's just like I can remember this day. We were just flipping back and forth. This is Raw 257. This is when DX went to invade WCW, and we were switching back and forth to see if WCW was gonna say something, and we're watching DX go down to the ramp, and to see go to the gate and bang on the gate, see if WCW was gonna let him in. And we just thought that was the most incredible TV ever, and it was just a great experience. And, you know, right then and there, I think that's when we started really, really getting into the Monday night like war. We started understanding what was going on and who had the better show at night. But Raw started winning, and you know, the rest is history. You know, just, you know, special moments like that. Just me and him switching back and forth. Grandpa, you gotta switch it back to channel. What was it? It was channel 23, I think, was for USA, and I think it was channel 3 was TNT, and we would switch back and forth. And Grandpa, I used to tell him, Grandpa, we had to switch, we gotta switch, and it was just fun, man. You know, not too many people could say they have a special bond with their grandfather like that. You know, or certain things. Maybe they can, but maybe they can't. But like, it's just it was special to me, and honestly, at the end of the day, I can care less what anybody thinks, you know, what anybody says. I love wrestling. It's going to be in my heart forever. Whatever. You guys deal with that. Because I love wrestling. Any questions? Like, share, comment. Whatever you guys want to do. Put it down below. Let me know. Let me know about your cherished moments. Maybe with your grandparents of wrestling or family members of wrestling. We could talk about it all you want. Alright, guys, thank you for all the love and, you know, all the dedication and like sharing my videos, and with the 60,000 views on that one video, it was just incredible, and like that feeling was amazing, and I really appreciate it. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving me something to look forward to every day, you know. And I promise this channel will get bigger, and I will try to do my best to give you the best content ever. Okay? Thank you guys. Peace, peace, and peace.